Hello, space friends. This is Captain Snuggles back for more Jumplight Odyssey. Eventually I will play other games, but for right now, there are just a few more things I want to accomplish in this phase of JLO's early access. But Captain Snuggles, you might ask, how could you possibly accomplish anything greater than your world-first, maximum difficulty, extreme, hardcore, hell mode run? To which I would reply, yes, hypothetical viewer, that was a truly marvelous and praiseworthy achievement. The Hell Mode run pushed the boundaries of what's possible for humans to achieve, not only in Jumplight Odyssey, but also in the world at large. But here's the thing, that run did push the game to its limit, but I was pushing in the direction the game is meant to be pushed. Maximum difficulty settings, maximum efficiency playstyle, playing the game the way it's meant to be played, just under the most extreme conditions. So I applied pressure in the direction of greatest resistance, and the game held up fine. It delivered a solid, enjoyable, challenging gaming experience. And here's the thing, what if we apply pressure in a totally different direction? What if we focus on entertainment instead of efficiency, and we do things that are not the intended, in air quotes, intended way to play? Will the game still hold up to the pressure, and will we still enjoy the experience? So that's what I'm here to find out. We are doing a goofy little fun run. I happen to greatly enjoy dystopian sci-fi, so I'm going to try to create my very own dystopia on board the SDF Catalina. We will have government oversight. We'll have long hours, harsh working conditions, limited recreation, obsolete technology, solving our problems by throwing wave after wave of our own men at them, and ruling over the survivors with an iron fist. It'll be 1984 in space. At least that's the plan. Enjoy the video, and glory to Supreme Leader Euphora. Now, I already have a couple of playthroughs up on YouTube where you can see me do every single little action in the game. I don't think I'll do this one like that. I think I will plan to give you all the highlights. So I will most likely skip over some of the more boring sections of construction and get to the good stuff where you can see each stage of the build being completed and then put to use. So that'll be the plan. We'll see when I upload it whether I actually succeed in that level of video editing. Modest though it is. Alright, so we've gone into our custom Odyssey screen. I think we're just going to go with everything here. We do want some Zootopans. We could put it on chill, but that's a little bit too casual for me. And plus, they've temporarily removed the asteroids from the game, so if we put it on chill, there would be nothing to shoot at. And I don't love that. So classic Zootopans, they'll pursue us at a moderate pace. Ship fit-out's going to be basic life support. Not as strong as canonical in terms of the resources you get, but it's a nice, solid starting layout. Normal crew size, normal journey length, and medium starting stockpile. Pretty much average across the board. Alright, so we are loaded in. We will let our crew get going a little bit. Alright, so let's see the situation. 14 minutes to contact. Next planet is 22 Jumplight away, 21 wounded, not the worst, not the best, at least nobody's unconscious. Dude's chasing a pig, nice, nice. Alright, so let's think through exactly how we want to do this. So, first and foremost, of course, we have to set up an efficient propaganda machine. Because, well, we are not going to be providing our people with a whole lot of what you might call traditional luxuries. that that weaker societies might enjoy. No, we are going to be relying on the effective spread of information from Supreme Leader Euphora here to the people. And so, we're going to set up a couple of things to do that. First and foremost, well, we're going to have Euphora's chambers here. We're going to have a big... Well, the room type is going to be a med bay, but really it's going to be our propaganda center. We're going to have a couple of, well, they're going to be therapy booths, but they're more like mental reprogramming pods, let's say. And then we're going to have big banks of seats in here facing them, almost like a big auditorium or a church where people can watch people being mentally reconditioned. And of course there will be abundant security cameras all over the ship, so that in the same way that Supreme Leader Euphora spreads her good word to the crew, she can also keep benevolent tabs on everything that the crew is doing. That's going to be the plan here. Then of course we'll need a nice big security post through here to have our keepers of the peace active and engaged in maintaining the good order and positive direction of society. So that's going to be there. And between those three things, the security post, our propaganda center, and Supreme Leader's quarters, that's going to pretty much cover the whole quarterdeck, or the promenade, excuse me. Then for the quarterdeck, we're going to really rearrange everything in here, but for right now, we're just going to leave it be. We have some nice basic amenities here. Probably the first thing to go will be the water room. We're going to move that down to the lower deck because we will need a lot of water. So eventually, these are going to be just algae greenhouses. One of these, one of the four, this one, or this one. One of those will have our drinking water chemical injectors, where we can insert certain chemicals into the crew's drinking water to make them happier and more productive. That being, of course, tea and coffee, but you know, we're putting a spin on things. So that's going to be in one of those, and then otherwise we're just going to need a whole bunch of algae growing all over the ship, because we're going to be using low-tech solutions. The fuel-burning reactor is going to be our main source of power. That's going to take a ton of biomass just in and of itself. We're going to have, geez, banks and banks of these. Probably, I don't know, 8, maybe? With a bunch of batteries as well, because these are super inefficient and don't run all the time. We will also be using ration kitchens, which very inefficiently convert biomass into food, instead of the much more efficient biomass to produce to food. So again, high volume, low tech. It's going to take lots of people, it's going to take lots of algae, it's going to take lots of water to grow that algae, and it's going to take tons of power to keep those water condensers going. That's our general sort of starting resource loop. We'll try and get all of that going. We'll of course need a lot of people to run all of that infrastructure, and then we'll need a lot of materials as well. The very first thing I think we'll do is get our hangar bay in order with a couple more shuttles. Eventually I would like to upgrade to heavy shuttles because they can fit more people, and throwing more people at the problem is absolutely our style. But I also don't mind for right now just having a swarm of these basic low-technology shuttles to go out and get us resources. Eventually, we are hoping to get rid of all of our shuttles because, well, we have a perfect society that is best for everyone, and, you know, I would hate to give people the opportunity to make the mistake of leaving. In other words, we want to trap people in our quote-unquote utopia here. Of course, we do need to bring a whole lot of people on board before we do that, and we need to get our manufacturing and resource loops set up on the ship, so it's going to be a little while. We'll see if we can get to that point. I want at least a couple hundred people on this ship with enough production to keep them going sustainably. And then we'll think about getting rid of their only escape route. Now, I'm also going to liberally use yellow alerts and not provide a lot of recreation. So morale is going to be dropping pretty consistently. We're going to need to rely on our chemical injections and our mental reprogramming, reconditioning, to sort of carry our morale through, keep our crew from going into too much despair. We're going to give it a shot. So that's a rough overview. I rambled a little bit there, I know, but that's because, well, this is a little bit new to me, this playstyle and this particular build. I did one dry run of it, which, well, it went okay-ish. But other than that, I'm more or less just winging it to get the full sort of goofing around in JLO experience. So, alright. I do believe I'm going to work on my hangar bay and my promenade, first and foremost. Get those things up and running, and probably either speed through or just skip through that whole construction process. So, I'm going to get that started, and I'll see y'all on the other side. Okay, this feels like about update time. So we have the bones of the promenade built out pretty well. We're starting to put some medical beds into what will eventually be our propaganda center to try and get some of these wounded treated. We've gotten 10 civilians on board, plus a couple of new crew members, but we did bring out a bunch of wounded people at the same time, so we really need these beds up and running. Zootopans are also almost on us. But, as promised, we have sent out just an absolute swarm of shuttles, and so we still have 3 missions en route, one of which is still traveling. So we are already going to have to fight the Zootopans. So we're making things interesting already. Now then, starting to build out a quarterdeck, getting a galley here to start to actually feed people. Starting to get some algae production there, and I believe we're still working on our chemical injectors down here, on the lower deck. Now we do... Man, everything is going slowly. Well, we do have a lot of construction going on all at once. It probably would have been smarter for me to block this out a little bit more slowly, sort of piece by piece. But hey, we're putting our people to work. Through the sweat of our labor, the SDF Catalina shall persevere. Or something like that. I need to work on my my evil dictator catchphrase. Supreme Leader Euphora, taking it easy, along with Sergeant Ham. I'll think of a title for him. I really thought that the evil dictator thing would come more naturally to me. We'll get it. We will get it. We have time. Six people wounded now, jeez. Where are these guys coming from? Oh, somebody must have come off the shuttle wounded. Right. Great. Medical beds are being filled. We're gonna wait just a bit to start filling out this propaganda center. We're getting close. It's close to time. Okay. Make these a priority. Because we want to start pacifying the populace with our water injectors as soon as possible. For their own good. And there we go. Nice. That's great. Our brave pilots bringing home the resources we need to keep our perfect society alive. We have 124 produce that we started with. We're gonna use that for right now, with just some basic kitchens in the galley. We will not make any more produce. Oh, you can't see, but I'm saluting. First two brave sacrifices. The first of many, I'm sure. Inevitable for the creation and preservation of a perfect world. They will be honored on our memorial wall up here. Rough stuff. I believe we still have one mission out? No, we don't. They are all up. No. 98, 99, 100. And it's landing. Alright. Oh my goodness.
Take the ship to Jumplight. Hold on, everyone.
Nice, perfect success. Great.
Sequence
We lost 2, but we got 9 in return.
5, 4,
The arithmetic
3,
works out in our favor.
1.
Alright. This looks like time for an update. We've had our first person drop into despair. We also had another casualty come back from the shuttle. But luckily, this should give us enough materials to begin really upping our propaganda game. We're gonna go ahead and get both of our propaganda, our mental reconditioning booths up and running. At the same time, the Supreme Leader herself, Euphora, is on her way to help out that one guy. Help him see the proper path once again. probably been reading the wrong books or something. We'll have to crack down on that. Oh God! Oh, ugh. Please do not rewind the video to see that horrific abomination. Yeah, just save yourself the trauma. Jeez, that was awful. I want to unsee that as soon as possible. Yeah, going. It's almost time to jump again. Get down to the lower deck and get ourselves a proper power station going, finally. Okay, great. We're ready to jump. Perfect. That's great. Except we don't have enough metal for it. Okay, well, we get one of these. That'll be good for now. And we can jump out. We have another person going into despair, which is not great. Then go ahead and jump, and then we'll drop into green alert. Because with this jump, our people will have earned another brief moment's rest.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, well, not much of an update. We are doing what we said we were going to do. Building out Euphora's Regent's chambers and upgrading our security hub. Now, you might look up at the top of the screen and say, Captain Snuggles, isn't your power and water really low? To which I would respond to, yes, my power and water are both very low. And after that, you might ask, Captain Snuggles, do you have a solution in mind for that? To which I would respond, yeah, finishing the damn reactor room that I ordered 2 jumps ago. Which appears to be bugged, yay hooray. Okay. Let's save and load. Let's see if that helps. We're about to have to put our resource management JLO basic training to good use, because we are right about to hit a death spiral with power and water both plummeting. And in a silly run like this, that's likely to be devastating. So we will go ahead and jump. We may have to stay at green alert now. We'll try yellow alert after we get out and see if we can get these things built quickly.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Give it a shot. Okay. Yellow alert, people. Get moving. Now, are you people? No, they are not going to build these things no matter what, it seems. Which means I have to completely redo everything. Love that. Plus side, we can go ahead and queue up a second generator while we're at it. Do wonder. It's possible that wasn't a bug and it was something else, but I'm pretty sure it was a bug. Oh god. 144 power, yeah, people are just gonna have to go thirsty for a little while. This wall is bugged too, come on! Good lord. I don't really know how to get around this bug. So I can expand it out to one tile there. Try that. Oh man, we need to turn off all of these turret rooms. This is getting exciting. Not the kind of exciting I was quite hoping for, but... well... we were testing to see if we could afford to goof off in Jumplight Odyssey, and we might be finding the answer. The answer might be if you goof off, the bugs will get you. Come on, people. Okay. Great. Right. No, they couldn't prioritize that power generator because... or that power switch, rather, because they hadn't finished the floor. And they had decided not to finish the floor for no apparent reason. That was probably the bug. They just didn't want to finish that. The same as that wall up here being stuck in permanent limbo, which is still the case. Oh, fingers crossed. 84 power, 55 water left. Oh boy, oh boy. Turn that off as well. Okay. Sure, all this stuff takes a lot of power, so turn that off. That off. That off. I want them to keep building that, so we'll leave that open, or powered on, rather. This will be useless without water anyway. And you guys will just have to go hungry for a little while. Yeah, let's see. I don't know if that'll actually increase construction speed or not. Maybe. Man, oh man. Like to keep charging Jumplight. That'll be the next thing to go. Okay. Get some fuel into these reactors and get them running, please. Go ahead and get a couple more while we're at it. People isolated. That should help some. The galley should help some with that. You know, once we get it powered back on. If we get it powered back on. We of course have to keep the Supreme Leader's quarters powered, no matter what. Oh, power went up! Power went up. That was just the Catalina's power production, which has saved our bacon. But we also just got one tick of a fuel-burning reactor as well. Great. Okay. Possibly death spiral avoided. Or at least the power crisis has been avoided. Now we have the water to deal with. Alright. Here we are again. Sufficient jump range, great. That's gonna be something to work on. We've started making progress on things we just talked about. We have a whopping 16 water now. Gotten a couple more condensers made. We're gonna need more Jumplight storage in order to get to our next system, and for that we need more metal. So, let's go ahead and get that going. Take her off. Send this shuttle out on a survey. Looking pretty beaten up, but what can you do? That's what our engineers are for. And hey, in our great society, things aren't beaten up. Things are battle-tested, tried and true tools of the people. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Then let's see. Alright, let's just keep spamming these shuttles like our lives depend on it. Because they do. The lives of all these crew members absolutely depend on us just spamming shuttle missions to get the resources we need. Alright, we're holding steady in the teens of water, so that's great. Of course, we don't have our washroom turned back on yet. Oh yeah, I want to turn this into an actual medical room as well, so that our propaganda center can be more propaganda-oriented. And I also want to start getting security cameras. For the roleplay, I think we could really use some security cameras. Alright. Update time. I do not know how long it's been since I last updated you all. So, let's take it from the top. I have just made it to the mineral ring. I finally struggled through my water issues, just slowly nursing my condenser count back up to what it should be, and then adding in more hydration and starting to get more hygiene facilities back up and running. You know, now that I built up a little buffer of 400 or so water, I can start to actually use said water again. Other than that, let's see, starting to get some despair again. Princess Euphora's quarters are all set up. Sorry, Supreme Leader Euphora's quarters are all set up. And she has the ability now to shine her benevolent gaze over the crew, starting with the propaganda center here, but eventually moving on to the whole ship, and you know, kindly watch over their day-to-day activities. Make sure that they don't go astray in their thoughts or actions. Normal, benevolent leader stuff. Now then, aside from that, I'm struggling with metal, as I have been for a while. Hygiene is getting bad. Despair is starting to set in. I hope the propaganda center, the mental reconditioning, will help with that. And we finally run out of actual produce, so we're switching over to the ration kitchens to start to burn down some of this biomass we've built up. So, let's see. Plastic's going to become an issue too. I want to expand my manufacturing. I want to expand the new and improved, new and improved-ish med bay that I'm setting up here for hygiene and health. And I'm going to need to get more biomass production as well. And of course, we are going to spam those missions because we're in the mineral ring now. And we can get some good stuff here. So that's going to be the plan. Let's get to it. Now then, what's the status? We have 3 people in despair, and the mental reconditioning... Okay, it's happening. Let's see if somebody comes and corrects the sad, fallible thoughts of Sayri here. Sets her back on the right path. Galen's gonna do it, in front of all these spectators. These happy, smelly spectators. Behold, our beautiful system of government, hard at work. The bad thoughts shall be purged and replaced with love for Supreme Leader Euphora. Hey! Perfect, look at that. Proof that this is truly the greatest society in the universe. Okay, another jump, another asteroid field with no asteroids, at least none that are going to hit the ship. We're starting to look okay on resources. Unsurprisingly, biomass is starting to tick down because, well, we have a lot of different things that are really chewing through it. So I have started setting up a new greenhouse here, and we'll begin to fill that up with algae beds. Alright, frozen system this time because, well, the whole biomass thing is not going great, and building all those new algae crops has reduced our water supplies pretty dramatically. So, we're going to spam a bunch of resource extraction in here. Bring back water. That'll tide us over until, well, we can get more condensers up and running. Engineers are once again being stubborn down the lower deck, not wanting to expand the rooms very quickly. But hey, they have a lot of stuff to do, so I guess I can't really blame them too much. Now, Supreme Leader Euphora, she can blame them. She can absolutely blame them, and she does. Our perfect society demands better performance than that, so let's hope they can step it up. Otherwise, well, she might have to start popping open some airlocks here at some point. Okay, well, our algae has gone from, what was it, -6 to 18, so, an improvement. We also hit 0 power there for a moment, but that's back up to almost full. I may have neglected to think about the whole thing where we need biomass to make power when I spent all my biomass all in one go. But managed to just barely salvage that situation with some power switch toggling. Rerouted all my power to the generators and rerouted all my biomass to the generators as well, and just barely pulled it out. It was close. Our water's up as well, so that's nice. Now then, I think now we're gonna go back to our regularly scheduled programming of surveying and salvaging and maybe even picking up some survivors. More recruits for our Utopia. That's the plan. Aside from that, I'm just going to continue trying to make sure that I am actually stabilized on water in particular, as well as biomass. It's going to be very close on both of those. But we need them both in high amounts to survive in this run. So, yeah, fingers crossed. I will see you all at the next jump. Alright, another frozen system. Things are getting desperate now. Unfortunately, this rule that we've set to use only fuel-burning reactors, as well as the ration kitchens, may have messed us up, because we have a tremendous amount of biomass production. Just algae crops everywhere. But we cannot make enough to power the ship and feed our people. Especially considering how much water these take. It is looking nasty. We're having to make a ton of algae crops, which means we have to make a ton of water condensers to keep those crops watered. Then we have to make a ton of power plants to power the water condensers, and those tons of power plants burn a ton of algae. So it is looking quite hard to get out of this sort of death spiral that we have going on. I'm going to, well, you saw me just now turn off a bunch of different rooms to try and save power. I turned off my absolute most power consuming room, which is my waterworks downstairs. And I'm just going to use this frozen system to stock up on water to offset having that room turned off. So hopefully that we can still make something happen here. We are in rough territory. We are in death spiral territory. For sure. We will just do our best to pull out. That's a bad sign over there. Alright. 27 water. Jeez. We also have more and more people falling into despair. I don't know why the mental reconditioning booths are a perfect and wholesome addition to the ship, as is Supreme Leader Euphora's benevolent gaze. But yeah, things are looking rough. I have been adding on more tea dispensers to try and lift spirits, and inject a little bit more more thought-correcting chemicals into the water supply. But as of right now, it's still not looking great. In part because we don't have the water to run the tea dispensers. We also have Supreme Leader Euphora and Morale Officer Ham on round-the-clock duty to cheer people up. But still, that number of people in despair is gradually creeping up and up and up. It may just be a matter of time. I would love to add a couple more mental reconditioning centers, but I don't know if we have the resources to actually make that happen. Let's see. Space does that take for starters? It would have to move all of our seats here, which totally defeats the purpose of the propaganda center. And do we have the resources? We could technically build one or two more, but again, that would defeat the purpose of the propaganda center. We could set up a secondary propaganda center somewhere, I suppose. Take a little bit of time. This biomass just keeps ticking down. These reactors are insatiable. Absolutely insatiable. Go back to yellow alert. Try and get the scientists actually harvesting this algae. Oh. Looks like it should be ready to harvest, but... well, it won't grow at all with water, so it might just be like 99% ready. Now, where did that person go? Who was in despair? Is that you? Looks like that was you. Oh, Morale Officer Ham is right there.
Yeah.
Doing our best. We are doing our best. I just hope some shuttles get back soon with some water. Okay, good, perfect success. We like to see that. 291 water. I wonder how long it will last us. Probably not very long. But we do have full power now. Means we can flip that condenser room back on. I might just play all the way through this jump, since it seems like we're very close to the run ending. Might as well document the last days of the SDF Catalina. One table just to get myself a little bit more plastic. Put it back later. Great, water's coming in, okay. Biomass is ticking up. We lost someone else in our desperate scramble for water. We have lost a brave hero of Pleiades. Their memory shall be honored. In the morgue in the propaganda room. Okay. Gotten a little bit of water back. I'm sure that power's just gonna go right back down. So honestly, we probably should turn that manufacturing back off. That was a little bit premature of me. Back off. Okay. Can we pull out of this death spiral? We can do our best. Do our absolute best. Cancel the priority on 2 of the reactors. Slow down our biomass consumption a little bit. We're still absolutely chewing through this power, so we'll probably need to reprioritize those. But we got a few batteries in to try and get ourselves a little bit of a buffer. So, well, we're just gonna keep this balancing act going. I wonder if there's anything else we can send out. 13 Jumplight left to go. Get some more people, that's not going to do much for us. So, no. I guess we could do a quick hop over to here. Snatch up some more metal. Might as well.
Jumplight in 5, 4.
We should deconstruct this. Doesn't do
2,
anything.
1.
Bugged. Alright, here we are. Another asteroid field. Let's get rid of this silly thing. Oops, Daisy. Get rid of that. Send some missions out. We're gonna keep trying to claw this biomass up without anybody dying of starvation. We're gonna do our best. But that's the plan. I'll catch you all at the next jump. Okay, another frozen system, and y'all know why. We still need water to keep this biomass coming. I'm gonna go ahead and send out my extraction teams now. Whoops, the Daisy? No, I'm not. Pretty Yogi. Let's get you inspired. Get the Supreme Leader in there. Alright. I had clawed back a little bit of biomass. Finished filling up my greenhouses on the quarter deck. And I'm working on the lower deck now, but I mean it's a difficult balancing act for sure. Let's go ahead and get that water. Unfortunately, do not remember which shuttles I just sent out recently. I'm just gonna have to wing it. But alright, the next jump is going to be into the Oort Nebula. Exciting new region. You know, if we can survive that long. This guy doesn't think we can. Who was that, Christo? Yep. Let's get Morale Officer Ham on the case. Man, 11 in despair now. We may have to start adding those security cameras. I'm gonna go ahead and add security cameras to each of the transit hubs. Just to stave off any unwanted dissidents in those really high traffic areas. Can we put one in the hangar? I don't think so. No. Oh, that's okay. Delaney. Now these cameras will, of course, decrease the morale of our crew. that is a price that Supreme Leader Euphora is willing to pay. We got a shift schedule in here. We are going to splurge and give our crew a couple of beds. Now, will this actually solve the issues that they have? No. But it's something. It's kind of the best I can do right now. I did decide we weren't going to do any recreation facilities, and we have to roll with an iron fist. So, a couple of beds is the maximum comfort that we can afford our crew. If they can't make do with that, well, they don't deserve to be a part of our perfect society. Well, alright. I'm going to keep trying to claw back my biomass and my water, and the next jump will be the Oort Nebula. And, well, I will see you there. Alright, we are back. It's only been a moment in the video for you, but it has been a whole day in real life for me. I've come back refreshed and reinvigorated and ready to grow some algae. So as a reminder for myself, and for you all, on this run we're not trying to beat the game in the most efficient way possible. We're not trying to beat the game on the highest difficulty. We have 3 goals. Number 1, beat the game. Number 2, build ourselves a reasonably convincing space dystopia on board the SDF Catalina. And number 3, have fun. So on the first goal, well, we have just jumped into a new region of space. I believe we are, we're roughly halfway through the game, so we're making progress on that. Goal number 2, build a convincing space dystopia. Well, I wouldn't say we're there yet, not by a long shot. We have a good propaganda center going here, a pretty good propaganda center. We have Supreme Leader Euphora set up in her private chambers. She has a nice surveillance system starting to be built to watch over the citizens of Pleiades as they go about their daily lives. We have a little bit of government enforcement set up, but we're not there yet. Oh, and we also we are using low-tech solutions based mostly around biomass and only biomass, and we are mostly solving our problems by just throwing a lot of people at them. A lot of scientists growing biomass, a lot of marines and engineers manning our basic little low-technology shuttles. Big manufacturing room here cranking out raw materials. So, there are dystopian aspects, for sure, but we're not there yet. I have some confidence that we can get there, though. Now, the third goal, have fun. Are we having fun? Well, yesterday, I gotta say, I was getting a little bit frustrated by some of the resource crises that we were stuck in. Seemed like we were constantly on the edge of a death spiral, like being around the edge of a whirlpool and just circling around and around, Not quite going in, but not able to break out either. That got a little bit tiring by the end of it, but I have to say I didn't regret the time that I spent yesterday, and today I've got a good feeling. I'm ready to go. I think we can really have some fun. I think we can beat the game. I think we can build ourselves a good space dystopia. So, we're on track to meet our goals. I have a good feeling about it. Nothing could possibly go wrong. And on that note, let's get into it. So, alright. We're in a nebula. We only have a couple of missions available, which I'm sure is good news for my extremely tired shuttle crews. Let's see. Going to get a survey mission going. And even though we're struggling a little bit on biomass and are barely solid on water, I would still like to get some civilians onto the ship, and some new crew members, because, like I said, we're trying to get lots of people and throw lots of people at our problems. And if we want to do that, well, we have to have lots of people available. Aside from that, I'm going to keep working on this biomass situation while also keeping an eye on the water. It's still going to be tight. I'm really, really hoping that I'm going to start to see this biomass number tick up, and hopefully the water will not drop precipitously either. Fingers crossed. In order to do that, well, if we reach, say, 30 biomass here, I am going to probably throw down one more algae crop. I'm also going to transfer a few personnel, probably a couple out of engineering and or combat into supply. Now, eventually we do want a lot of people in combat, in the Marines, because, hey, dystopia, right? But for right now, while we're getting things set up, I do think I'm going to transfer a couple out of the Marines and get them in science, just so we have enough warm bodies harvesting algae to make everything happen that we need to happen. Alright, so that's the plan. I'll leave it at that, and I'll see you all at the next jump. Alright, the struggle continues. We have not gotten enough biomass to make more algae crops, and we're almost out of water again. Those two things are, of course, connected. Luckily, we've just found ourselves in a frozen system. Oh no, I should not have lost that shuttle. I should cancel that. Okay. That shuttle was still being offloaded, and it had things that I really needed on it. So we'll let that one sit for now. Try to pick ourselves up some water. And was it you in despair? Nope, it's no. Supreme Leader Euphora. We'll take care of that. You're probably in despair because of your backwards legs. No, maybe you should get that fixed. I have a fine medbay for you. Okay. Next resource extraction will be done by... Is that one already offloaded? I guess it is. I don't see anybody else going to it. But we'll still give that one a moment to recover. Send that one out instead. This one as well. Probably do the survey operation. Swap out a couple of these guys. We need to switch Kyo to something other than supply. Kyo, I guess it is. Alright, Kyo, where are you? Kyo. I do not like not being able to see their call signs over here. There we go. There you go. Let's get you into the Marines. Alright. Now then. Yeah, let's give that a shot. Sending out some tired people, but well, see how it goes. We really need all the resources we can possibly get with 100 water, 200 power, and 4 biomass. Good lord. Are these guys stuck? Are these scientists stuck? They are. These guys are stuck in a loop. Will they stop? Will they ever stop? They did. There we go. Yeah, so unfortunately biomass is sort of riddled with bugs. Which makes me wonder why I picked this run. God, this is... Optimism. Optimism, Captain Snuggles, come on. Come on, scientists. Keep it together. Y'all too, engineers. Get us some power. You all stuck too? I bet you are. Wonder how many scientists I have stuck. That's one of the reasons why my biomass production is so poor. Yeah, there it goes with more power. Oh no! Might be over. Get out of here. JC. There we go. Come on, people. Make us some power. You can do it. Water in. There we go. Power's coming back. Man, the hangar power switch even turned on. Come on. There we go. Alright, things are coming back on. Turn that back on. Salvage opportunity, we need that plastic. Send these guys out. Mission was a failure, huh? We don't love that. Where are we? Hello? Okay, well let's... There we go. Interesting. First we run out of power, and then we run out of water, and then we run out of biomass. Death spirals, man. Death spirals. And the despair, of course. Is that Yoki again? Oh no. It started. Need to give Euphora and Pig a minute to finish whatever they're doing. Send them here. Alright, before we get back up here. Right. Continuing. We have enough to add one more algae crop. Okay, I think we have barely pulled out of another death spiral. Oh, well, I was about to say, so I'll see you all next jump, but, well, we're basically at next jump. We have to wait for a mission here, so yeah, I'll see you all next jump. Alright, we have made it one more jump. Our resources are starting to look okay, but our despair is looking gross. Absolutely gross. So what I'm trying to do is expand our propaganda center to fit more, more mental reconditioning bays. Unfortunately, I just missed that pop-up. I hope it wasn't a pyromaniac. It'd be rough. We do not have enough security cameras on the ship just yet to stop pyros setting their fires. We at least have them in the transit hubs and a propaganda center, which are, of course, the most important rooms. Oh, that's a pyro. Wait, we've also lost all of our crew portraits, so why don't we quickly save and reload here? Let's take a look at that. Yeah, that's a fine-looking crew right there. I do wonder what's up with that. Hopefully, the old save and reload trick will do it for us. Okay, it looks like that did work. Awesome! Of course, now we have another little graphical bug, which is the towering turbo lifts of doom. Rammy. There. Man, Supreme Leader Euphora and Morale Sergeant Commissar. Commissar is the word I've been looking for this entire freaking time. Pretty sure. That's what we're going with anyway. Okay. Supreme Leader Euphora and Commissar Ham are really working overtime to keep people out of despair. They're not doing a great job of it. They're... Oh god. Solaro, come on. People. People. Just do your jobs. Pleiades needs you. The Catalina needs you. Supreme Leader Euphora needs you. I feel like that's more of the capitalist catchphrase, though, isn't it? Supreme Leader Euphora demands that you do your part for the future of our people. There we go. That's better. Supreme Leader Euphora demands your contributions. We may have to start opening airlocks before all's said and done. We'll see. Hopefully it won't come to that. Supreme Leader Euphora doesn't want it to come to that. But it must be done. It must be done. That's a sacrifice that she is willing to make. Oh. That was a dumb wall to take out, especially with two people in the mental reconditioning booths. Whoops-a-daisy. I know how to play this game. Have I done anything in this system? No. And it's almost time for the next system anyway, so I guess we're skipping this one. Oops, a daisy. And I just missed another pyro. Oh no. Wish there were more... now the dystopian dictator in me is coming out. As I was about to say, I wish there were a more reliable way to make distressed people mass near airlocks so I could flush them out more effectively. As in literally flush them out of the ship. Oh no. Oh no, what have I become?
Take the ship to Jumplight.
Oh well,
Hold on,
we're in it to win it. Let's go.
Jumping in T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, still alive, still kicking. We've actually gotten our despair numbers slightly down thanks to our new and improved, well, not new, but at least improved propaganda center. Look, we've relocated the computer to display the glorious wisdom, the glorious words of Supreme Leader Euphora right in the center. We've also added 2 more mental reconditioning bays, but really, I am sure that it's this prominent display of Euphora's wisdom and majesty that is really doing the trick here. I'm sure of it. Now then, we've also found ourselves in a great system for gathering up some more metal, which will be very useful. Now, there's the minor detail that, well, this system is maybe just the smallest bit dangerous for our crew, but well, I am sure that they will gladly brave the fires of the molten deposits of this fractured world. For Supreme Leader Euphora, for Commissar Ham, and for the glory of Pleiades. So with that in mind, that will be the goal here. We're going to send out missions, try to gather some resources here while we can, continue to build out our propaganda center and deal with this despair, and just keep an eye on all of our resources here. So that's the plan. Also need to track down Galena, wherever they were, and make sure that they get the help and guidance that they need. Alright, and with that, I will see you all at the next jump. Oh no! Oh no! Well, this is an event. Oh no, don't burn down the shuttle! No! What a disaster! Come on, get it out. Get it out. I guess we need fire extinguishers here too. Okay, well, it's not quite the next jump yet, but this is an event worthy of watching. Man, oh man. This is trouble. This is trouble. We need to stop the next pyro from going. No, 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 no. Oh, well, I guess, yeah, we need to replace the officer, huh? Swear we will get back to the exciting stuff soon. Let me pause this. Inspire with Euphora, and then, sweet Jesus. Sweet Jesus, people are dying! People are burning! That's fine, atmosphere can be critical. In fact, let's turn this thing off. Not make any more atmosphere until this fire is out. Get out of here. Get out of here. Ouch. Ouch. Noble sacrifices. We can only hope that the dissident perished in the fire as well. Guess that means we need another morgue, huh? No, not another room. It's awkward. We do something like that. Also add a supplementary body storage area. Please tell me all of our people are back in. Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord. Brave sacrifices. Necessary sacrifices for the future of Pleiades. Ouch. Major ouch. Alright, hope is below 50% again. One shuttle's basically destroyed. Second shuttle is actually destroyed. We should send out a rescue squad to quote-unquote rescue to quote-unquote rescue people. Bring them into our perfect civilization. Alright. Who can we get? Man. Rough stuff. This run is certainly exciting. And I gotta say, I think we're getting there. I really think that... I wish we could pan the camera up a little bit more. I really think that this, that the glowing screen diagnostics computer adds a lot to the ambiance in this room. Look at this. Look at this. Proud, devoted citizens watching the mental reconditioning, the betterment of their peers, listening to the wisdom of Supreme Leader Euphora and being watched over in turn by that very same Supreme Leader. This is a beautiful sight. This is absolutely touching. Okay, well, with that in mind, we are just going to continue trying to deal with despair and, you know, try to make sure nobody else tries to burn the hangar bay down. That's going to be the plan. I'm going to give it a shot, see how it goes, and I will see you all at the next jump, which hopefully will not be a black hole. Cut it really close in that last system with biomass and power. We've made it to a beacon. I would like to scout around here and see if there's some plastic to be had. So I'm having trouble making plastic while also keeping biomass up. Oh, okay. We need to jump down to there to try and bypass the anvil here. Oh. Where is edge space? We're almost there. Excuse me? We're almost there. Oh my goodness. 1 jump, 2 jump, 3 jump, 4 jump, skip, parts change, skip the anvil, blast on through. Wow. Okay. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, let's finish this thing. That's pretty cool. I had no idea we were so close. I thought we still had another region to go. Let's get this done. Whew, okay. Well, let's see. I don't know if our dystopian society is quite exactly where I would ideally want to have it. But, you know, the overseed... overseed, well, I can English. The oversight of, you know, the injection of chemicals into the drinking water and their consumption by the populace. The excellent propaganda center with the visage and the wisdom of Supreme Leader Euphora on display and her oversight devices. the only having the choice of consuming an algae sludge out of a tin mug for sustenance. Just the sheer amount of grunt labor involved to run this ship. You know, and plus the people are miserable. So you know what? I think we have an okay dystopia going on. I think this dystopia is acceptable. And we have over 200 people, which I believe is something we said we wanted all the way back at the start. Look at this mental reconditioning. And it was oh no, it wasn't quite successful. You need to do better, Rel. Maybe the therapy booths just increase morale. They must just increase morale by, like, 50 or something instead of straight up treating despair. Okay. Interesting. Well, we are learning things. Which is, of course, something we are entitled to as the overseer of this society. It's not like we're some lowly peon who, you know, they don't need to learn things. It's for their own benefit. We, however, we're always looking to learn. Okay, and on that happy note, let's see, I'm going to tour the ship briefly. Biomass has dropped down again, but I think it's going to swing back up because we have a lot of algae almost ready to go. Let's see, manufacturing is mostly offline right now, but that's okay. We don't super duper need it at this instant. We have shuttles out. Let's see, oh, we have a couple of salvage opportunities. Got us some plastic. I'm gonna send on a couple shuttles to get those, and really just focus on keeping the ship alive. We might add a couple of nice dystopian additions, but for the most part, we're just gonna try to keep on keeping on, get through to the next sector, and push on to the Forever Star. Alright, and on that note, I will see you all at the next jump. Next system. Frozen system. We do not need the water. We might need the plastic here. But, you know, we may give our shuttle crews a rest. Supreme Leader Euphora will consider it. She has considered it and rejected that weak and dissident philosophy of rest. No, we will press on. Hard work has made our society strong. And we will continue to work hard until the bitter end. Speaking of working hard, that's right. That's right, engineers. This is what makes us better than the Zootopans. Our blood, sweat, and tears will propel the Catalina forward to the Forever Star and victory. And I feel like I'm getting the hang of this evil dictator thing. Hell yeah. Okay, well, here we are. final system before the Forever Star. I had my doubts at times, but, well, we're here. And barring anything absolutely catastrophic, we should make it. We don't need a resource extraction, we just need to save the last people that we can save. Send out that same crew to do it. Other than that, well, other than that, we're there. Now that being said, of course, we should prepare our ship appropriately for the for whatever challenges might lie ahead at the Forever Star. So we're going to add a little bit more benevolent oversight on behalf of Princess Euphora here. And of course, well, it's the last system. I wouldn't skip through this. So, we will just keep the camera rolling for this final jump. That being said, there's not too much to talk about here. We've made it through. We made it through. I was able to apply what I had talked about back in JLO basic training about the resource interactions and careful planning and all of that. I think that really saved me. Understanding the resource interactions, what I needed to do to get out of those death spirals. Even though it's hard to say I ever absolutely got out of the death spiral, but I managed to sort of ride the edge of it for, well, basically this entire run. And, the ship got through. This was absolutely not easy. The whole building with intent philosophy that I talked about so much in the rooms and equipment video, well, that's sort of out the window in just a goofy fun run like this, because, well, we are building with purpose, I guess, but that purpose kind of is inefficiency, so it sort of defeats the whole idea of it. I have to say that has been a little bit painful to adjust to in this run. The purpose being inefficiency. I have to say it makes the game quite hard. And on the one hand, yeah, you would expect that if you deliberately play a video game badly, it's going to be hard. But, I have been doing my best within the limitations I set out for myself. I have absolutely been doing my best, and it's been tough. I have to say, maybe there may be some balance needed at some point during the early access here, especially once the Zootopans start getting more powerful. I have not even had to shoot at a single Zootopan this entire run, and I will not have to. Once the Zootopans are a little bit buffed up, right now they only shoot boarding pods. Their ships don't even shoot at you. Imagine if I had this set on Hectic, or if the Zootopans were just faster and stronger, and if not only were they sending boarding pods at us, but missiles and lasers and fighters. My goodness. That. How long do y'all think I would have lasted? I think I would have gotten through the Regency. I would have gotten through the first region. Surely I would have gotten through the first region. Would I have lasted multiple regions? Yes, absolutely. Our society is perfect. Supreme Leader Euphora would not have fallen to those lowly Zootopians, those capitalist scum. There is no universe in which they could possibly defeat us, the ideal society. Truly, truly preposterous to even think that. And on that note, let's just ride this thing out, watch our propaganda center at work, watch our proud people enjoying the words of Supreme Leader Euphora for one last jump before the Forever Star. Let's also not forget our 14 brave souls memorialized here. Brings a tear to the eye, truly. And 10 Jumplight. The Democratic People's Republic of Pleiades will be forever immortalized at the Forever Star. Almost there. There it is.
Take the ship to Jumplight. Hold on, everyone.
Jumplight in 5.
Final countdown
4,
to the glory
3,
of our
2,
people. Everybody
1.
still watching, please salute. Glorious. Absolutely glorious. Well, man, we made it through. We ended up with 254 total crew. I was secretly sort of hoping for 300, but 300 people fueled entirely on biomass, fueled and powered and fed entirely on biomass. Well, that may have been a little bit ambitious on my part, but I'm still quite happy with that 254. It was rough going for a while, but hey, we accomplished all our goals. We had some fun. We won the game. And I have to say, by the end there, I was fairly happy with our space dystopia. I thought it was pretty okay. People were fluctuating in and out of misery. There were constant shortages of food. Occasional blackouts as our power plants failed. Occasional water shortages. Oversight by the Supreme Leader. Intense inequality between the Supreme Leader and everybody else. And, of course, the beautiful propaganda center. I have to say, it worked out. It was difficult. It was absolutely difficult. But it was doable. We had fun. We accomplished our goals. For everybody who watched through, thank you very much. And that is all for now. Until next time, this is Captain Snuggles signing off.